Hi, I'm Nicole, co-founder of Unfold. Today we're going to do a 30-minute movement and meditation class that we have called De-Stress at Your Desk. We teach these classes live 3 times a week for all of our Unfold Digital members, and we'd like to give you a taste of what we do. We start each class by finding good posture. We talk about setting up the spine, the shoulders, and the hips so that you can feel comfortable as you sit in your chair. Then we close our eyes, we breathe a little bit, we just start to tune into our own bodies and our own minds. And then I'll lead you through a movement class where we do some poses seated in the chair and some poses standing up. I walk you through each pose and each movement so that you don't have to have any prior knowledge or experience with yoga or any specific movement modality. These classes are fun, they're energizing, they're relaxing, and it's a place to just find your own self in the midst of a chaotic day. We have people join us from all walks of life, students and working people with 9-to-5 jobs, entrepreneurs, and even retired folks. We hope you enjoy it and really let the class speak for itself. See how you feel after you move and breathe with us. Thank you so much for joining. See you out there. All right, we'll get started by sitting comfortably. So I like to just rock a little bit side to side, make sure my sit bones can feel the seat of my chair. Feet flat on the floor if you can. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears, give it a little squeeze. Take an inhale and sit a little taller. As you exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Last time, and we'll set them down and back. Inhale, squeeze up, inhale, and exhale, roll them back and down, and just pause there as you gently let your shoulders move away from your ears. Close your eyes and just settle into this space, this nice, easy seated pose that you've created in your body. Our head is lifted over our shoulders, shoulders over hips, and you feel your hips rooting down into the seat of your chair. Start to scan through your body from your head to your toes and try to relax each part of your body as we come to it. You can start with the very top of your head and just relax your head and your forehead. Relax down through your face, especially around your eyes and your lips. Relax down through your neck, your shoulders, your chest, and your upper back. Relax down through your elbows and all of your arms. And relax your fingers. Relax down through your spine and your belly and down into your hips, and just let your hips get heavy. The hips and the thighs feel like they're melting down into the seat of your chair. Relax through your knees and your ankles and all the way down through your legs. And finally, relax your feet and your toes. And just sit here in this space and start to breathe a little deeper in and out of your nose, lengthening your inhales and your exhales. As you inhale, you fill up, you feel open and tall. As you exhale, you feel soft and grounded and relaxed. So again, just a few more slow, deep breaths. This helps us to slowly transition into class from whatever we were doing before this, coming into this quiet, soft, safe space. Let's take 2 more breaths like this. And I want you to remember how this feels because we're going to use this breath throughout class, and I'll remind you of that as we go. And before we begin moving, I'd like to do one big breath all together where we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, like a big sigh or a big letting go exhale. So when you feel ready, you can sit tall and inhale through your nose. Open wide and let go. You can close your lips and continue to breathe in and out of your nose. Let your chin come towards your chest and just let your head hang. Pull the shoulders back and down. You can rock your head side to side slowly as you stretch out the back of your neck. And as we move through class, just become an observer of your own body. So observe how your neck feels. Maybe you're noticing some asymmetries. Maybe one side of the neck feels tighter than the other, and that's okay. In these classes, we work to just even out those asymmetries a little bit. Step by step, breath by breath, day by day. The next time your right ear is at your right shoulder, you'll hold it there. And just hold and breathe. And imagine that you're breathing into the left side of your neck. Imagine you have a little pair of lungs there so that when you breathe in, that space expands. When you breathe out, that space relaxes, and maybe you can get your right ear just a little closer towards your right shoulder. We'll take 2 more breaths here, in and out of your nose. And as you let the head fall to the right, pull down a little on your right shoulder. Just isometrically pull down so you feel a lot of space between your left shoulder and your left ear. After your last exhale, bring your chin to your chest and pause. Slowly bring the left ear towards the left shoulder and just hold it there. Again, we're just holding and breathing, stretching the right side of the neck. Imagine you have a little pair of lungs there so that when you breathe in, you feel that space expand. When you breathe out, you feel that space relax. Gently pull down on your right shoulder. Allow gravity to pull the head to the left. And just 1 more breath here on this side. Remember, these breaths are slow and steady. Eventually bring your chin towards your chest, pause, and slowly lift your head as you open your eyes. Okay, we'll scooch forward in the chair so you have a little space behind you. The sit bones still root down into the seat of the chair and the feet stay flat on the floor. Knees are over the ankles. Bring your hands behind your head. Arch your back and look up. Peel the elbows wide and pull the shoulders down away from the ears. We'll take 2 breaths here. See if you can curve a little deeper into your back bend as you exhale. Stretching the muscles of the chest and the belly, and we're working the muscles along the back body, along the spine. As you exhale, you'll start to round your back and tuck your chin and hold here. Pull the elbows in so you can really stretch that space between the shoulder blades. Tuck your tailbone a little bit, curl deeper. It's like you're kind of curling into a little ball, moving your elbows towards your knees. Pull your belly in so the muscles along the front side of your body are working and the muscles along the back side of your body are stretching. Now we'll go back and forth a few times when you're ready. When you inhale, arch your back and look up. When you exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. A couple more times with your breath. Inhales help open you up. Stretch your front side. Exhales help curl you in. Stretch your back side. Last time each way. Slow, deep breaths in and out of your nose. And when you're done, you'll sit upright and reach your arms up into the air. Start to wiggle out your fingers or roll out your wrists. Just give your hands a little bit of movement. And then you'll start to reach all 10 fingers up towards the ceiling. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Just lightly pull up and over to the right. Stretch out the left side of your body. Relax your head and your face. And just take 2 more breaths here. As you inhale, imagine a lot of length through the left side. As you exhale, imagine some more depth into this curve. So the muscles on the right side of your body are engaging. They're squeezing. Last breath here. As you inhale, come back up to center and switch your grip. So left hand grabs the right wrist, lift up and lean over to the left. And just hold for a couple of breaths. You're just easing into the pose. If you feel any pinching or tightness, you can just come out slightly. And then focus on your breath. As you inhale, a lot of space in the right side. As you exhale, a little more depth into the twist. Relax the muscles of your face and keep breathing slowly. On your next inhale, you'll come back up to center. Reach your arms up, look up, wiggle out the fingers, roll out the wrists, and slowly lower the arms down. You can shake out your hands once you get there. All right, last seated pose, then we'll stand up. So stay seated with this good posture. Take a big inhale here in the center. So you exhale, twist to the right. Left hand grabs the right thigh. Right hand can grab the chair behind you. So I'm just grabbing the backrest of my chair, or if you have an armrest, you can grab the armrest as well. Don't let the knees knock together. Keep the knees over the ankles and use your hands to help you twist. Pull your belly in. You feel your core muscles working. Every time you inhale, think about your head reaching up to the ceiling. Every time you exhale, think about twisting a little bit more. 1 more breath here. Nice long spine as you twist. Slowly inhale back to center. Even out your hips, and we'll do the other side. Shoulders roll back and down, slowly twist to the left. Right hand can grab the outer left thigh, left hand can grab the chair behind you or your armrest. Long neck. Every time you inhale, lengthen through your spine. Every time you exhale, twist a little deeper. Use your hands. I'm pulling against my thigh with my right hand, and I'm kind of pushing against my chair with my left hand. Pull your belly in so your core muscles stay engaged. Take one more breath here. Maybe you look over your back shoulder if that feels comfortable for your neck. And then slowly release and face forward. Root down into your feet and slowly rise up out of your chair. Come behind your desk or your chair. My chair seems to be a good height for me, but if you have a really tall chair, you might want to just slide it to the side. We want our hands to be about hip height down onto a surface. So push your hands down into your desk or chair, spread out your fingers and root down evenly through all 10 fingers. Walk your feet back. Come into desk dog. You want your body to make an L shape, kind of upside down L shape. Pull your hips back. You can bend your knees a little bit as you lengthen out through your tailbone and reach your hands forward. The arms are engaged here. You feel like your muscles are kind of squeezing in towards the bones, engaged and long. Bend your right knee a little bit and straighten out your left leg. Take a breath here. Just kind of feel out the back of your legs for today. And then switch sides. Bend your left knee, straighten out your right leg. You can go back and forth a couple of times, noticing how your hamstrings feel today. And eventually you'll try to straighten both legs. If that feels too tight today, you can always have a slight bend in your knees. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Every time you inhale, feel long through all of the limbs. Every time you exhale, hug in a little bit so you feel your core engage, you feel the muscles around your arms and your legs engage. On your next inhale, slowly lift your head and step the right foot forward. Scooch the left foot back into a lunge. You push against your chair or your desk for a moment and try to push back through the back heel. The back heel can stay lifted off the ground. Pull your belly in, reach your arms forward and up into the air. This is a high lunge. We're stretching out the left hip flexor. Try to keep your back leg straight if you can. If you need a little bend in it, that's fine too. And try to lower your hips just 1 more inch. Option to look up. 1 more breath here. Lengthen out as you inhale. Find the depth in the pose as you exhale. You're going to bring the right hand to the chair. Bring the left hand to the left hip and open the hips up to the left as you angle your left heel to the ground. Keep the bend in your front knee. If you need a wider stance, you can scooch the left foot back a little more for warrior 2. If you need a shorter stance, you can always scooch the foot in. The goal here is to have a straight left leg and a bent right leg. Extend the left arm behind you about parallel to the ground. And if you'd like, you can reach the right arm forward as well. We'll hold warrior 2. It's a nice big open pose. We're taking up space in the room. Feeling long, feeling strong, and focusing on the breath. If you can get your hips down a little bit, go ahead and try that. Gaze forward over your fingertips and relax your face. Take 1 more breath here. And slowly straighten your front leg. Bring your right hand to your chair. Lift the left arm up in the air. It's optional to look up at your left fingers, or you can just look to the wall to your left. Heading into triangle pose, you can bend the right elbow. You can even bring your forearm down onto your desk, or you can bring your right hand to your right shin or the floor. Lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the limbs. And again, every time you inhale, you feel that length. Every time you exhale, you kind of squeeze your muscles a little bit. Engage. Find the strength even while we're stretching. 2 more slow breaths here. Squeeze your thighs, push your feet down, reach your head forward. And slowly release both hands to the desk. Scooch the left foot forward a little bit. And now you're facing your desk. Push the back heel down into the floor. Both legs are straight. Reach your chest forward. Option to stay here or bring your forearms down. To go deeper, you can bring forehead down. I make a little pillow with my hands and put my head down. Or if you want to go even deeper, hands can come to the floor. Forehead can come towards the shin. Take a couple slow breaths here in pyramid pose. Keep trying to lengthen the legs, but squeeze the thighs, spread out your toes, push your feet down. And then to adjust a little bit deeper, you can pull the left hip forward and pull the right hip back a little bit, trying to get a lot of length in the low back. So I'm feeling like I'm moving my chest forward towards the desk. As you get into this pose, you can always go down a little deeper, or you can walk your hands even farther forward on your desk to find that length. Last breath here. And you'll rise up slowly. If your hands went to the floor, slowly climb them back up to the chair. Step the left foot forward and just stand tall. You can shake out your legs if you'd like. And now we're going to stand down on the left foot and pick the right foot up in the right hand for a thigh stretch. I'll show you what it looks like to the front. So pick the right foot up in the right hand. You can always hold on to something if you'd like. And pull the foot in. Keep pulling the right knee down and tuck your tailbone a little bit as you lift your chest up. Just stretching the right thigh, standing tall, practicing a little balance. You can keep the left hand on the chair. You could bring it to your hip, or you can reach it up into the air. Last option I have for you is to maybe start to look up. Changing your gaze really changes your balance. So if you're a little bit wobbly, that's okay. If you fall out of the pose, working on your balance, that's okay too. Just come back in when you're ready. We'll just take 2 more breaths here in the thigh stretch. Right knee pulls down, chest lifts up. And release slowly. Left hand down, right foot down, shake it out if you want to, and we'll step back into desk dog. Hands down about shoulder width apart, walk your feet back, bend your knees a little bit, pull your hips back. If you want to alternate bending and straightening the legs, you can. Or you can come right into straight legs and take 2 or 3 more breaths here in this nice, even, full body stretch pose. On your next inhale, lift your head, step the left foot forward. Scooch the right foot back for your high lunge. Again, push into your chair for a moment as you push back through the back heel, the right heel, and bend the left knee until it's over the left ankle. Reach your arms forward, practice your core activity, reach your arms up as you stand upright into your high lunge. Again, try to keep the back leg straight. If you need to bend it a little, that's totally fine. And then bend your front knee so that the left knee is over the left ankle and the hips lower down. Option to look up and take 2 more breaths here. Lengthen as you inhale, deepen as you exhale. Reach forward with your left hand to the chair, right hand to the right hip, and then open the hips to the right as you angle your right heel down onto the ground for warrior 2. The right arm reaches behind you, parallel to the ground. The left hand can stay where it is, or you can reach it up for warrior 2. Work on opening the hips, letting the hips move down. The inner left thigh is stretching. The whole right leg is working. So squeeze those muscles to the bones and lengthen out through your arms. Don't be afraid to take up space in your room. Breathe through it. You're working and you're stretching at the same time. Relax the muscles around your eyes and your lips. Just settle into this shape. Last breath here. Deepen if you can. And slowly start to straighten the front leg, left hand to the chair. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling, triangle pose. You can stay just like this, or you can deepen by bringing your forearm to the desk, or maybe bring your left hand to your shin or to the floor. Since I have the desk here, I'm going to use it. I like pushing down into it to help open my chest up. It's optional to look at your right fingers. Breathe through all of your limbs. Lengthen out through all of your limbs and squeeze the muscles to your bones. Engage your core, especially as you exhale. A lot of length through the spine. Reach your head forward. Take 1 more breath here. And we'll slowly release both hands to the desk. Scooch the right foot forward a little bit so the legs can both be straight and your hips are facing forward. A lot of length through the spine. Inhale. As you exhale, you can come down to your forearms. You could bring your forehead down, or you can bring your hands to the floor. Pyramid pose. First, work through the feet and the legs. So spread out your toes, push your feet down, then squeeze your thighs. Pull the left hip back, pull the right hip forward. Then try to lengthen through the spine. So if that means you have to scooch a little further away from the chair, that's fine. Or if that means you walk your hands forward on your desk, that might feel nice. The option is also to come to the ground if you'd like. We'll do 2 more breaths here in pyramid pose. Especially root down through that right heel, the back heel. I'm going to stretch through the back calf as well. If you fold it forward and start to climb your hands back up onto your desk, lift your head and step the right foot forward. Feel free to shake it out once you're up there. And we'll do the thigh stretch on the left side. So root down into your right foot, pick up your left foot in your left hand, and pull the foot in. This might be enough today, or you can bring your right hand to your right hip, or reach the right arm up into the air. Feel like your left knee is pulling down to the ground while your chest is lifting up to the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone a little bit and move your knee just a little bit back in space so it's not forward towards the desk. It's either in line with the left knee or a little bit behind it. All right, couple breaths here. This pose is great for stretching, but it's also great for mindfulness, attentiveness, and balance. If you notice your mind wandering, that's okay. Just bring it back into your own body. If you feel your leg wobbling or the balance is shifting a little, that's okay too. That's part of the practice. If you fall out, no big deal. Just come right back in. Last 2 breaths. And release when you're ready. The right hand can come down, the left hand releases, and you can shake it out. Last time, we'll come back to even it out, hands down, walk your feet back to desk dog. Nice little stretch here. You can pedal out the knees again if you want to. You can just keep them straight and hold. Or if you want to go deeper, come into a forward fold, hands to the floor. And you walk your hands back towards your feet and come into a nice deep forward fold. It's optional to grab your calves and pull yourself into a tight little squeeze. I'm trying to lift my hips to the ceiling as I drop my head down to the floor. And keep the legs active, so squeeze the thighs, push the feet down. Last breath here. And come out when you're ready. Walk your hands forward and up. Take your last breath in desk dog. And slowly lift your head as you walk your feet forward. We'll take a seat, but if you want to shake it out, move around a little, go ahead. And then we'll sit back down. Just like we started class, you can sit halfway on your chair so your back is not touching the backrest. Feet on the floor about hips distance apart. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Inhale. And exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Pick up your right knee with your hands and roll out the right ankle. The inclination is to kind of round here, and I want you to fight against that. So lift up through your chest, try to get a really long, straight spine, and eventually cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Flex your right foot and sit tall. That's step 1. If you'd like, you can press the right hand into the right thigh to help move it down. And if you want to go deeper, start to move your chest forward. If you have your desk in front of you, you can bring your hands or your head to the desk. If you don't have a desk in front of you, you can fold over your leg. I like to rest my hands on the shin, just let my head fall forward. You can even let your chest move towards your shin and drape your arms over your leg. So choose your option, hold and breathe. We're working on opening up into the right hip. Try to keep the right foot flexed the whole time and try to keep moving the right knee down towards the floor. Last 2 breaths here. Keep the legs as they are and rise back up to a seat. We'll twist here. So the leg stays where it is, twist to the right. The left hand can grab the outer right thigh. Use that as a handle to help you twist. It's optional to look over your back shoulder, shoulders down and back. Think a lot of length as you inhale. Think a deeper twist as you exhale. Slow, steady breaths in and out of your nose. Last breath here. And then slowly face forward, pick up your right knee with your hands and roll out the ankle. You could even straighten and bend the knee a few times, and we'll prepare for the other side. Right foot down, even out your hips. Left side, pick up the left knee. You can roll out the ankle if you want to, and eventually cross the ankle over the right thigh. Sit tall. Lengthen the spine, pull the belly in. Optional to push down onto the left thigh with the left hand. If you want to go deeper, lengthen out through the spine as you hinge forward. You can always put your head down on your desk or just rest your hands on your shin. Drape your body over your leg as deeply as you can without any pain. Come back into focusing on your breath once you found your spot where you can hold and breathe. Slow, deep breaths in and out of the nose. When your mind wanders off, it's okay, just slowly tether it back in by coming back into your breath, back into your body. And really feel this pose. What feels good about this pose? What feels difficult about this pose? Relax the muscles of your face, your jaw, your neck. And just try to relax here as you stretch your left hip. 2 more deep breaths. Okay, remember, keep your legs as they are and slowly rise up. Lengthen out your spine, shoulders back, slowly twist to the left. Right hand on the left thigh, left hand on the chair. Really engage the core to help you twist. Option to look over your back shoulder. Use your hands. Take 2 more slow breaths here. Length as you inhale, depth as you exhale. And slowly face forward. Pick up your knee. Roll out the ankle or straighten and bend the leg. And eventually place the foot back on the ground. You can scooch all the way back in your chair if you'd like. We'll end class as we started with good posture. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, roll your shoulders down and back. Hands can rest in your lap. Close your eyes and just settle back into this easy seated pose. It's easy, but there's a lot going on. We still have to engage our core to sit upright. We have to engage the muscles of the back to keep the shoulder blades down and back. So engage where you need to engage and then soften everywhere else. You don't need to be clenching up your jaw or your face. So relax your face, relax your neck. Relax your fingers and your toes and just allow your body to be restful, still, and soft. Bring your attention up into your mind and observe how you feel up there. What feels good? What feels not so good? So acknowledge the things that don't feel great, either mentally or physically, and work breath by breath, step by step, day by day, to just let that go. You can use your exhales to visualize yourself letting go of any extraneous thoughts, worries, or concerns. And you can use your inhales to fill yourself up with positive energy, kind thoughts, an open mind. There's no need to be perfect. We want to acknowledge the things that don't feel so good or that feel a little bit tight or sticky or sore. We acknowledge them and then we choose to let them go if they don't really serve us. And that's what I visualize when I do those big exhales. And we'll do one more in class today. So imagine, what's one thing that you just want to let go of? Maybe it's a tight spot in your body, or maybe it's a nagging thought or a concern you have in your mind. So choose one thing, hold it in your mind right now for a moment. And we'll breathe it out. So all together, sit tall when you're ready. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth wide and let it go. Close your lips and continue to breathe gently in and out of your nose. Bring your chin to your chest. Just let your head hang. If you'd like to rock the head softly side to side, you can. And eventually, You can open your eyes and lift your head over your shoulders. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and you can always email me if you have any questions at all. We'll see you next time. Bye.